The 2021 Knox County graduations are brought to you by the following supporters: Humana, Knox Teachers Federal Credit Union, Knox County Schools, All Occasions Party Rentals, Denso, Pepsi, Pilot, and our title sponsor, Enrichment Federal Credit Union.
At this time, I would like to introduce Cadet Kayla Van Tile to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please remove your hats and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the presentation of the colors by the Karns High School AFJROTC. Please remain standing until colors have left the field.
Color guard, hold, ready, haste, raise and colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
Order, colors, ready, haste, forward, march.
You may be seated.
Our special music will be provided by Juno Howell and Alyssa Olds.
Chimney tops, that's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? Oh, why can't I?
To graduate from high school, a student must display responsibility, dedication, and effort. Our honorees today display all of these characteristics and so much more. Karns High School's top students never shied away from rigorous academic work, taking as many honors, advanced placement, and college courses as they could. The varied coursework enabled each to find his or her academic interests and strengths. Each of these young people excelled in all of their various academic courses. Both also participated in our Karns High community, becoming strong and capable leaders. This year's Salutatorian is Miss Mackenzie Larimore.
Mackenzie is the daughter of Crystal and David Larimore, and granddaughter of Billy and Albert Dunn, and Roy and Ramona Larimore. Mackenzie also served as the National Honor Society Vice President this year, is currently completing her final year of Girl Scouts, and has received College Board's AP Scholar with Distinction Award. Her GPA of 4.51 has been earned through 16 honors classes, 9 AP classes, 2 dual enrollment courses, blood, sweat, and a lot of tears. Mackenzie made a 31 on her ACT and often thanks the Pilot Flying J program for her help during sophomore year towards achieving this goal. She has received multiple merit-based scholarships from individual colleges. Mackenzie plans to attend Belmont University and follow the pre-law path. She would like to thank her friends, family, and cats for their endless support throughout her high school career.
Thank you for that introduction, Josh, and thank you all for being here today. High school has been a challenge at times for all of us, whether it was due to social embarrassments, academic struggles, or any number of other situations, the most obvious of which I don't have to mention by name. The class of 2021 has struggled, strained, and stolen success through every type of adversity, from floods to rival biblical times to Flumageddon, and everything this year has brought forth. The majority of the population has never seen an education like ours. We've stressed over mounds of tests, relearned how schools should function, and lost all of our snow days in the course of 1 year. Each one of you is responsible for making it this far, and you should be proud. The future is bright for everyone in this stadium today, and I have complete faith in every one of you. We've made the best memories and suffered through some of the worst and most overwhelming times together, but we're finally here, on the cusp of a new beginning. Despite whatever you feel now, I'd like you all to look back and think of the first day of freshman year. Were you hopelessly lost? Were you excited for a new future? Were you just taking a nap in the band room cubbies until you could go home? Remember who you were then. Take a moment to gauge your growth, your maturity, your development. What's so different about you now? I can assure you it's just more than a few years' time or a couple inches in height. Some of us have gained new skills. We've all learned about ourselves through religion, friendships, extracurricular activities, work, and family. For me, I made the best friends I've ever had, who have helped me to grow to be the person I am today. That difference, the change from freshman you to the you right now, is striking, and you can take that change with you as you continue onward. I know many of us can't wait for this ceremony to be over. We want to cross the stage, move our tassel, and throw our caps to the wind. For some of us, it might be a little bit of both. until we eventually have to find them for our parents' keepsakes. The anticipation of sweet freedom may be eating you alive, but don't be so eager to leave that you forget the good times. Remember when you got your license, all those late night visits to the Karns Sonic and procrastinating group projects with your friends. Take in the field. Remember our freshman year, the last year with the grass football field. Imagine the last game you saw or heard or maybe even played. Were you in the student section or on the sidelines, in the band, or even sitting at home getting text notifications you maybe didn't even want? Were you waiting for a new sports season or just excited that your second to last semester was ending? Remember the sights and sounds of the cafeteria when your friends gathered around you. All your inside jokes, laughs, and maybe even a bit of drama. Think of your favorite teacher, class, and subject. All these memories tied to one brick building. It's hard to imagine so much emotion being tied to a place I had to be dragged out of my bed to nearly every morning of the last semester. Each of the classrooms holds a different memory, every hallway an old story. Inch after inch of the school echoes with nostalgia. We've dreamed of our last days, celebrated snow and every excuse to leave. Now it's time to take our last steps off campus and into the real world. Today is the day we leave this place behind for the last time. What will you take from here? Will you be the one who makes the world a better place? Will you dream of the stars? Will you shoot for the moon? Wherever you go after this fateful stride across the stage, take this place with you. Take your lessons and your memories, the good times and the bad, and remember how far you've come from that bright-eyed, terrified freshman. Remember who you are and who you can become, but most of all, remember who you can be and who you used to be. Thank you. I wish the best for you all.
The Karns High School Class of 2020 Valedictorian is Josh Ward.
Josh is the son of David and Nicole Ward. Josh has played an active role in many organizations at Karns High School. He was a member of the National Honor Society and has been a member of the Karns High School Marching Band for 4 years and served as the baritone co-section leader his junior and senior year. Josh has also held officer positions in multiple clubs, including chapter president of TSA his junior and senior year, president of Mu Alpha Theta, and vice president of Key Club. He earned a GPA of 4.54 through his ambitious coursework, including 9 AP classes and 2 dual enrollment courses. Josh scored a 30 on his ACT, and he took and passed 6 AP exams by the end of his junior years, earning him the AP Scholar of Distinction Award. Josh also attended Governor's School for Emerging Technologies at Tennessee Tech University in the summer of 2020. Josh plans to attend the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and major in computer engineering. He has been accepted into the Cook Grand Challenge Honors Program and will be a member of the Pride of the Southland Marching Band.
Good afternoon. I would first like to thank our distinguished guests for being here today. I would also like to thank the parents, teachers, administrators, friends, and family who are not only in attendance today, but have had a massive impact on this year's graduating class. I know I speak for all my fellow graduates when I say we cannot thank you enough for all the hard work you put in to help us succeed. I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates. We made it. We made it through high school in the midst of a pandemic, and I would say that is no easy feat. We have had our fair share of challenges, yet here we are, in a cap and gown that looks like a football jersey, on a football field, celebrating the final step in this chapter of our lives. It may not be what we envisioned or what we hoped for, but is what God has laid before us. These past 4 years have felt so long, yet it also feels like they have been cut short. Our junior year did not end the way we expected it. We were sent off to an early spring break, not knowing we weren't coming back. The pandemic had begun, and we didn't even know it yet. Spring sports would be canceled. Classes would end. Clubs would not meet. Competitions would not occur. Concerts did not happen. Yearbooks were not signed. Awards were not given, and no last day movies were watched. This pandemic has changed our lives forever, and we will remember this time for the rest of our lives. Throughout this pandemic, we have learned many different things. We have learned how to do school online. We have learned how to have class even when half the students are quarantined. We have learned how to interact with a face mask on. But out of all these things we have learned during this pandemic, I think the most important thing is that we have a choice. We can choose to remember the bad things that this pandemic has cost us, or we can remember the good that has come of it. We may not have been dealt the best hand, but we have a choice about what to do with it. I hope and pray that we make the most of what has been laid before us. It is easy to make a list of all the things that have gone wrong in the past year. Junior year got cut short, senior year didn't look the way we wanted, and don't get me started on all the political division that has happened during this time. But more importantly, families have lost loved ones and people are still hurting. Although it is easy to make a long list of things that have gone wrong, let's not forget the good things that have happened as well. The first thing I think of is all the new and innovative ways we have found to do things, mainly online. When things didn't go the way we planned, we came up with new ideas to do them either online or some other social distanced way. I think more important than our new innovations is the new sense of community and how we have come together during this difficult time to help each other. We as a community have adapted and come together to overcome the problems we have faced in order to create some sense of normalcy in these unprecedented times. It is through this unity that I believe we will be able to overcome any challenges that may cross our path. But only when we look like the community of the first century church will we find true unity. In Acts 2 it says, all the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts. The first century church reminds us that during a time of adversity, we have to love one another and provide for those in need, because we stand a much better chance together than we do by ourselves. We have made a choice to care for those around us and work together in our time of need. So my question to each of you here today is, what is your choice? Will you choose to focus on all the pain, division, and suffering that this pandemic has caused? Or will you choose to focus on the amazing things God has brought out of this pandemic? I pray that we will focus on the good and learn from the bad. Thank you, and God bless you.
Karns High School's strong academic staff consists of teachers who love their jobs, love their students, and dedicate themselves to providing engaging lessons. The entire staff votes to determine who will be honored with this recognition. I ask the 4 finalists to stand while we recognize your commitment to education. Mr. Stephen Gallagher, Ms. Paula Kinney, Mr. Mike Masters, and Mr. Chris Wade. Mr. Wade could not be with us today. Thank you, teachers. I am honored to have worked with such a committed group of people, and this year we especially recognize one outstanding teacher. This year's Teacher of the Year is Miss Paula Kenny. Please join me in congratulating her. All right. At this time, I'll welcome to the stage Mr. Sutton.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor to present the Spirit of Achievement Award. And folks, this is an award that is highly regarded by both the faculty and students here at Karns High School. This award is presented to the student who not only demonstrates academic excellence with a commitment to true learning, but also works to support his or her school and community. This student models honorable character, strong leadership, and positive citizenship. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Spirit of Achievement Award for 2021 is Avery Lockhart. Folks, Avery has excelled academically during her time here at Karns High School. She has excelled academically during being a member of National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. She took an AP heavy course load and dedicated herself to her studies, maintaining perfect attendance and a 4.4 GPA. In addition to academics, Avery has devoted her time to various artistic and athletic pursuits. She played varsity basketball for 4 years, serving as team captain this year. She also plays the violin, ran track, and wrote for the school newspaper and yearbook. Her teachers describe her as kind, hardworking, and a Renaissance woman who is motivated to succeed in all that she does. Avery has received several scholarships and will attend the University of Tennessee right here in Knoxville this fall. Avery, thank you for truly representing the best of Karns. Let's give Avery a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Meredith McNeely, and it is an incredible honor to be representing the Karns High School graduating class of 2021. At the end of this day, our stories will become a part of history and tradition that will live on in this community forever. Our children and grandchildren will one day look for our class picture in the hallways and will make fun of our hairstyles and fashion trends, just as we have done for the many classes before us. We have looked forward to this day for our entire lives, and thanks to a global pandemic, we get to celebrate our accomplishments on our home field for the Beavers. By the way, the next time we enter this field, we will have to buy a ticket, so soak it all in. Throughout our journey from the first day of kindergarten to this last day as a high school senior, we have spent countless hours in a classroom, memorizing spelling words, crying over probability and statistics, and practicing for the ACT. The sum of those years has prepared us for any college class or trade school program, but it is not what will drive us when our school days have ended. First, I would like to share with you what I have acknowledged to be the most important lesson we have learned through the years. Today, we not only celebrate our graduation, but we honor the people who have shaped us into who we are and who we will become. The people who are here celebrating with us today have given us a precious gift that stands out more than anything else in our diverse group of friends: empathy. By definition, empathy is the ability to understand and share feelings with one another. there is no particular class that we have taken here at Karns that taught us how to have empathy for others, but it is the most important life skill that we have learned in our time here. In her famous novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee states, "You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and crawl around in it." As we reflect on our accomplishments, I want you to notice how each experience has given you an opportunity to develop empathy for others. As a cheerleader, I was able to feel the elation when we beat Campbell County in a televised football game in the pouring rain. And I was able to feel the frustration and sadness of the fans and players when that scoreboard didn't shine in our favor. For those of us who have stood on a stage and memorized lines for a musical or chorus concert, we have learned to explore and mirror difficult and challenging emotions, as well as how to be brave in the spotlight. Playing an instrument in our marching band requires you to be in perfect harmony with the person beside you, as well as many hours of practice in the blistering hot sun. Being a student athlete taught us to balance work and play, win and loss, and to count on the people beside us until that final whistle blew. English class taught us to let the words of great authors help us move through our teenage feelings that would be similar to those of Romeo and Juliet and Odysseus and Randall McMurphy. Even learning a foreign language has taught us to be mindful and considerate of others who don't speak East Tennessee dialects like we do. I have no doubt that we are well prepared and can bring effective change to this world as long as we continue to have empathy for each other. Perhaps secondary to our ability to see and feel from the people around us is our unique ability to rebuild ourselves and each other after something has been broken. Class of 21, we are also resilient. We were the children born into a nation that was rebuilding from 9/11. And now we are the first generation entering adulthood into a nation that is rebuilding from a global pandemic. I mean, who else can juggle AP classes, dual enrollment, and missing out on everything while in quarantine due to contact tracing? We found out ways to stay connected to each other even when we were stuck in our bedrooms with the computer. We brought each other Starbucks and donuts to ease the pain. We know how to bounce back. When everything was canceled and taken away from us, one thing remained: the people. When we surround ourselves with the right people, we can rebuild anything. We are the Beavers. So, where do we take this? What do we do with what we have learned? Do we stop here and let our 4 years of being a Karns High School Beaver become a distant memory? Or do we take the strengths of a beaver and apply them to our future? You see, a beaver symbolizes ingenuity and persistence, both of which are needed to build and rebuild their habitats. Second to humans, beavers are the only creatures able to change the course of nature, to alter the flow of a stream. And that same power exists within us as the class of 2021. When things aren't flowing our way, we can access the damage and build something together that can change the course. Regardless of circumstance, we have every skill we need to achieve our goals: empathy, resilience, and the Beaver spirit. And because of that solar eclipse during our first week of freshman year, we also have the gift to see light shining through the cracks on the surface. As I look at my peers today, dressed in blue and gold and looking like true Karns Beavers, I see empathetic and passionate young adults. I see talented individuals who know their purpose and strive for greatness. I see the way we come together to fight for things that matter. I see how we charge confidently in a direction to carve a better way. I see power, beauty, strength, leadership, acceptance, integrity, persistence, ingenuity, and kindness. We are the rebuilders. We know how to take something that has fallen apart and put it back together to make it even more magical. We are ready for whatever comes our way. As we walk this stage today, our legacy of being a Beaver will always remain. And as a Karns High School cheerleader, I don't know a better way to celebrate than to ask you one very important question for the final time. Are you proud to be a Beaver? Yes, we are. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Brad Corm, Executive Principal of Karns High School. I thank all of you for being here today. First, I would like for all the parents and grandparents to please stand. You are the reason these graduates are sitting here today. Please join me in giving these people a round of applause. Second, I would like to ask all of our veterans, members of law enforcement, first responders, and healthcare workers in attendance to please stand. These folks are the reason we enjoy the freedoms we have and have been able to weather a pandemic. Thank you for giving them a round of applause. Good afternoon, Superintendent Thomas, Mayor Jacobs, Knox County School Board member Betsy Henderson, County Commissioner Terry Hill, and other dignitaries from Central Office, the School Board, and County Commission, teachers, parents, and graduates. Shortly, the class of 2021 will receive diplomas to mark their graduation from high school. These diplomas represent years of hard work, commitment, dedication, achievement, and mark a turning point in their lives. This class will be greatly missed, and most of us here today can testify they have set high standards for themselves, our school, and our community. As principal, I work with some of the best teachers and staff members in our school district every day. This staff has helped these graduates reach high standards by instructing them in their coursework, sponsoring school clubs, coaching them in athletic competition, raising their level of musical talent, and preparing them for life after high school. Although this has been a very unique academic year, we can attest to the following as we gather here this morning. Our senior class is musically talented, goal-oriented, athletically gifted, and caring toward their fellow student body. During these years together, we have shared dances, proms, award ceremonies, athletic games, homecoming competitions, dating, driving, breakups, makeups, and sadly, breakups again. These are the days of our lives in the world known as teenagers. For the past 4 years, I have watched you work hard to be the best people and students you could possibly be. I have watched some of you strive to find as many opportunities as possible to serve this school and your fellow classmates. I would encourage all here today to never lose the servant's heart. It is only by serving one can truly lead others. All of you today will be leaders in some capacity, no matter how large or small, whether positively or negatively. Every one of you will have a choice that begins today. John F. Kennedy commented on the most basic common links of all human beings. He stated, "We all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's futures, and we are all mortal." Today, we gather to cherish these children's futures as we remember the importance of the legacy they begin. Today starts your legacy to yourself, your families, and this world. Never lose sight of your faith, your family, and your character. All of you sitting here today are my legacy and the legacy of Karns High School. I will never have the words to thank your families gathered here today for the privilege, trust, support, patience, and at times grace afforded to me and this staff, especially yesterday morning. It is a privilege I can assure we will never be able to repay. So, class of 2021, as we prepare to celebrate this time in your lives, I want you to think about your life and how you take the life you have been given to impact this world. How will you use your unique talents and gifts? You will have an impact, either positively or negatively, on this world and the people around you. I firmly believe each of us is blessed to be a blessing to someone else. Use these blessings, talents, and intelligence for the greater good of humanity. President Kennedy also said, "Our problems are man-made. Therefore, they can be solved by man." Now is the time to take what you have learned to solve the problems, large and small, in your community, your state, your country, and our world. Our future depends on it. Class of 2021, continue to set your goals high and strive to make yourselves better each day. Work hard and smart. Surround yourself with people who make you better. Your lives will be what you choose to make of them starting today. Having shared so much together, I close today by saying this: I have loved, protected, equipped, and nurtured you as I would my own 2 children. With that, I can say my door is forever open to you. Today is an exciting day, and there will be many good days ahead. But there will also be days ahead that will be tough, sometimes unforgiving. But for those times, I will always be here for you. My door is forever open to you, no matter how large the problem or small the problem. If you ever have any concerns, any issues, please feel free to reach out. As always, I send you out of here today with my love, my hope, and my absolute best. Thank you. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. All right, if you want to stand up here with me, Bob, I'll shake, and we'll stand right here in a row. I'll start right here. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was struggling.
Joshua Davis Ward. Mackenzie Elizabeth Larimore. Meredith Rose McNeely. Juno Sage Howell. Alyssa Brooke Olds. Kayla Marie Van Tile. Haley Olivia Adams. Andrew Alba. Claudia Rose Alexander. Michaela Allred. Mace Jean Allred. Roberto Carlos Alvarez. Amber Anderson. Juan Carlos Andres. Ajak Appiat. Zoe Michelle Appleby. Hannah Elizabeth Arms. Charlie Nicole Aus. Austin Jennings Bailey. Gabrielle Ryan Baker. Hayden Michael Bass. Blake William Beeler. Spencer Thomas Berry. Keyshawn Michael Billingsley. Oh my goodness. Alexis Kendall Lynn Black. Jaden Kane Blanchard. Adriana Nicole Boyce. Daniel Jackson Bradley. Ryan Marie Branson. Emma Blanche Brummett. Dakota Lynn Bull. Parker Riley Birchfield. Michael Chadrick Butler. James Christian Butterini. Mackenzie Simone Caldwell. Pamela Nanette Caro. Leslie Edith Cervantes. Stuart Anthony Chandler II. Isaias Quadre Crisco. Kendall Isaiah Church. Raphael Alton Clark. Rebecca Lynn Clary. Jackson Ian Anthony Cole. Sky Marie Cole. Sakira Catherine Cole. Destiny Star Collins. Catherine Annika Cooper. Kyla Shanice Cozart. Alina Daniela Crane. Ethan James Crawford.
Middle name's Brianne.
Okay. Haley Brianne Crumley. Michael James Curtis. Gabriel Joshua Dalton. Kristen Nicole Dawson. Emily Michelle de Blasio. Hayden Blythe De Jesus. Jordan Eli Dennison. Okay. Trinity Rain Diffin. Jennifer Nicole Doan. Jaden Donahue. Jackson Matthew Dozier. Madison Brianne Duckworth. Olivia Ann Juba. Riley Madison Lee Eldridge. Courtney Nicole Elliott. Michael Eric Elliott. Zachary Ryan Emery. Maximus Johannes Estremos. Noah Riley Everhart. David Logan Ewing. Megan Delaney Farmer. Noah Reed Falconberry. Ethan Martin Fike. Logan Harper Fike. Zachary Ewing Fisher. Victoria Lynn Fitzovich. Brooke Alexis Ford. Haley Alexis Ford. Ricky Neil Forster. Caleb Andrew Foster. Skylar Nathaniel Francis. Hunter Nicholas Frazier. Juliana Marie Friel. Gracie Isabel Fritz. Jensen Avery Fritz. Okay. Alex Arturo Galarza Vargas. Jacory Marquise Gandhi. Angel Osvaldo Garcia. DeMarcus Monte Garner. Harrison Albert Garrett. Michaela Ray Handy. Alejandro Jovan Hancock. Charles Joseph Galt. Braylon Shelby Jeter. Cameron Blake Glenn. Diana Jasmine Granados. Michael Keith Gregory. Rainiya Briella Imani Groden. Trevor Richard Grussing. Shahena Tremia Gunn. Stever Davidson Haynes. Charles Hunter Hamilton. Madison Mackenzie Hankla. Taylor Morgan Hatley. Andrew Tyler Helton. Madeline Page Henderson. Gabriel Thomas Hensel. Sarah Morgan Hensley. Saida Yesenia Hercules. Adrian Ivan Vasquez Hernandez. Jordan Dwayne Hernandez. Mackenzie Sue Hicks. Tyler James Hicks. Nicholas Isaiah Jones. Sarah Ray Hipsher. David Ann Rochelle Hobbs. Daniel Seth Hauk. Nicholas Tyler Hughes. Saraya Josephine Hunter. Elizabeth Ray Hutchinson. Jacqueline Ibracosi. Yolante Jackson. Cameron Grace James. Haley Michelle Jansen. Maya Faith Johnson. Delasha Sarday Jones. Rebecca Leanne Jones. Samuel McCain Jones. Cherise Leandra Joy. Alexis Nicole Kelly. Madeline K. Kelly. Dima Ahmed Khalid. Job Christian King. Brianna Lee Knight. Blake Montana Knott. Mackenzie Deleri Kuhn. Alexander Cody Longmire. Audrey Elise Love. Hunter Morgan Lane. Jacob Ryan Larkin. Jordan Alexander Larimore. Brooke Elizabeth Law. Miriam Elise Layton. Riley Don Leatherwood. Alyssa Margaret LeClaire. Emma Corinne Leonard. Sydney Allison Lewis. McKenna Marie Little. Haven Cheyenne Lloyd. Avery Julianne Lockhart. Christian Alexander Lynch. Lindsay Aaliyah McDonald. Mason Tanner Madgar. Victoria Alexis Manis. Benjamin Hugh Marshall. Edith Martin Cruz. Eunice Elizabeth Martinez. Lily Noel Mitchell. Alexis Marie Moles. David Daniel Molina. Jarrett Anthony Monroe Brown. Briley Jane Moore. Cameron Tay Mason. Hannah Lee Massengale. Sergio Mata Rangel. Justin James Matthews. Emma Loren Carter. Jackson Brantley McDonald. Michaela Page McFalls. Spencer Jacob Tate McGimsey. Elizabeth K. Storm McLaughlin. Heather Marlinda Faye McMillan. Jacob Ryan Mendez. Maria Christina Mendez. Lily Alyssa Moore. Kendra Nicole K. Morris. Jaden Martell Muckle. Noah Ray Murphy. Hayden Christopher Myers. Sean Anthony Myers. Tyler Michael Minot. Eric Todd Nations. Livia Madeline Neva. Ashley Morgan Newton. Joseph Michael O'Brien. Heather Marie Onishko. Sarah Mackenzie Owens. Hunbin Park. Jacob Burnell Parker. Regine Maria Patton. Haley Alexis Paulson. Benjamin O'Neill Penny. Andrew Perez. Dorothy Faith Perez. Xavier Emmanuel Perez. Kerrigan Don Perry. Colton Scott Phillips. Mary Rebecca Pinchak. Samuel Ellis Pinkston. Zachary Leland Potter. Amelia Marie Polillo. Leda Shaddai Poindexter. Christian Pratt. Timothy Zachariah Pruitt. Elijah Brock Primo. Zachary Coleman Purvis. Alexandra Lee Rector. Keegan Chase Reed. Bryce Adam Renslow. Ella Renee Reynolds.
What's your name?
Salasores? Anthony Salasores. Jorge Ruiz Rodriguez. Jaden Aliyah Ruggiero. Diego Rojas Luna. Cameron Kelly Rogers. Kathleen Elizabeth Robbins. Jaden Cameron Roberson. Jordan Corey Roberson. Stephen Anthony Roche. Jose Raul Rodriguez Gonzalez. Katie Rodriguez. Carolyn Grace Rogers. Austin Trey Samples. Danielis Primo Santiago. Gian Carl Santos. Devin Michael Sands. Lauren Riley Sands. India Niley Sawyer. Kylie Scarborough. Christian Adam Spencer. Ashley Daniela Soto. Chelsea Julie Smith. Brooke Kaylee Smith. Brianna Nicole Smith. Nathan Daniel Thomas. Aliyah Temerova. Sophia Christian Soronovsky. Brandon Allen Sullivan. Riley Bryant Strickland. Zarek McGuire Shade. Andrew Edward Schwarzkopf. Jax Christian Keith Sharp. Nathaniel Sharp. Maya Sheriff. Abigail Jane Shute. Emily Rose Supersad. Alexander Scott Thompson. Mia Loren Thompson. Guillermo Enrique Torrente. Zachary Taylor Turner. Manasa Butres Samuel Tutu. Stephen Caden Valentine. Jeremy David Faluskas. Nathan Warren Vance. Haley Jade Van Hoos. Kevin Luis Vasquez Ramirez. Ty Alexander Vineyard. Jordan David Vinson. Paul Christopher Winburn. Tyler James Wilson. Nathan Andrew Williams. Delaney Kerrigan Wheeler. Jonathan Robert Wilkerson. Samuel Stevenson Willard. Rebecca Jean Weber. Julia Daniela Webb. Madison Dawn Ward. Braden Ross Wallace. Alexander Logan Waddell. Kata Rose Wakasi. Kajane Sianye Clark. Emma Grace Yarbrough.
Would the class of 2021 please rise? I have reviewed the records of these students and certify that they have met all requirements set forth by the state of Tennessee and the Knox County Board of Education. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you graduates of Karns High School. You may now transfer your tassel. You can throw them if you want to. Parents, since last year we had to forego this activity, this year we chose to forego a recessional to allow you to come down onto the field to be with your students, to take pictures, to spend as much time as you want to. So at this time, if you want to come down and take pictures with your students and congratulate them, feel free. We're dismissed.
2021 Knox County graduations are brought to you by the following supporters: Humana, Knox Teachers Federal Credit Union, Knox County Schools, All Occasions Party Rentals, Denso, Pepsi, Pilot, and our title sponsor, Enrichment Federal Credit Union.